66 years after India's independence, the idea of Indian secularism is broken. India has about 150 million Muslims, and so far it hasn't done a very good job of modernizing its Muslim population. The implications, both for India's own stability and for the wider stability of South Asia and Asia, are profound unless India finds a way to get this right. The Indian right needs to isolate people who make inflammatory comments against all Muslims. So it's okay, for example, to be skeptical about radicalism and to point out the problems with radical Islam in India. But it's completely wrong to tar all Muslims with the same brush. And unless the Indian right finds a way to distinguish between these two things and essentially isolate the people who tar all Muslims with the same brush, it's not going to be a modern way of looking at the problem. It's important for the Indian right to learn to distinguish between radical Islamists and ordinary Muslims. Islamists are those people who want Sharia in India or defend aspects of Sharia in India, and they are definitely part of the problem. But ordinary Muslims are just like any other citizens of the country going about with their lives, and it's wrong to look at them as part of the problem. The vast majority of Indian Muslims remain moderate, but their leaders are often fundamentalists or at least sympathetic to fundamentalism. So this has created a political discourse in India that is harmful to the country and harmful to the region. The idea of Indian secularism was broadly to treat people of all faiths equally. Over time, however, it's been perverted, and we find that it's turned into a kind of pandering to the most obscurantist and radical elements in the Muslim community. India's ability to modernize its 150 million strong Muslim population has vast implications not only for India, but for South Asia and the region more broadly. If India is unable to succeed here, the odds are that it will not play the kind of role that Indians themselves and India's well-wishers abroad would like it to play in Asia and beyond, as a bulwark against extremism of all kinds and as a symbol of pluralism that works.